today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
And oh, right away, he lost the football. Look at the big fella go. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. back to throw here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The numbers for Flowers last week. 3 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. The option right is Jackson. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he returns this to the 22. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up to throw. He's across midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 29-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, here's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Being chased out left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Henry again on 2nd down. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Here's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
3rd down and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Henry up the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to add the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
That one down the field for Freiermuth.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Hollywood.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. In motion goes the tight end.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
When you look at this defense,
they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Running it, Washington. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Darnell Washington, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put score.
McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll come out in the pistol.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Jackson running again.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him,
welcome, emoji smiling face with open hands.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Jackson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by 4th.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't. A first down carry for Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense on third down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Tucker's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense helped.
to throw now on first down. Flush to his right.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. On the give, this is Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Tackle there from James Houston.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run on the draw. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Scott pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, he finds his man, complete. That's Walker.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third down and 6.
Looking to throw. Jackson.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here...
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Scott.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Back to throw. Jackson.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Third and 4.
Operating from the gun. Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Jackson options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time able to get... Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Hardy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first down, Fields. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This from 36 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 34. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Khalil Shakir, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Jacoby Brissett throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this one is incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the option, here's Henry. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 6 now.
Jackson now. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Mitchell now off the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
They're going to look to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Scott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll run with Scott, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go again with Scott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Fields.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action now. Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff up the middle. Scott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted.
McManus now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back Back to throw again.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Back to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Herbig
coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there with an acrobatic catch.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up the...
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Ravens send their punter out now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Pulled in at the 24, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Scott.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Fields. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Now back to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Fields. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This now a 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens set up well to begin their... On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this complete to Mitchell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Draw play. This is Henry.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 74 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson being chased out left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jackson options out left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. And Jackson going to run again.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Harris running straight ahead. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches and have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They run with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This is Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Harris will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving.
Now McManus for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
Past the 20 for a short gain, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Gets through, and now an opening. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.